Now, one more clarification has been issued in respect of what the challenges which are faced by registered persons in implementation of the provisions of the GST law. Now, they have given the issues and the clarification in that regard. First issue is what? Say a supplier of services, he has received an advance, and as you are aware that time of supply in respect of services is what? As soon as the advance is received, your GST liability arises. And we have received an advance, we have deposited the GST, and subsequently, for any reason whatsoever, the contract has been cancelled and service actually has not been so supplied. Then what will be the manner of claiming a refund of tax in respect of the GST which has been so paid in advance? So the issue number 1 is relating to the same. An advance is received by a supplier for a service. Advance has been received by a supplier for a service contract which subsequently got cancelled. Now this service contract has got cancelled. The supplier has issued the invoice before the supply of service. He has already issued the invoice before supply of service and he has paid GST thereon. So as soon as advance is received, in respect of services, the time of supply arises. If any advance is received in respect of services, the time of supply arises and GST is paid. Now, yes, service supplier is issued invoice. And before such supply of service, then this service contract has got cancelled. This is cancelled now. So now the issue is whether he can claim the refund of tax paid or is required to adjust his tax liability in his return. So whether he can claim the refund or whether he is required to adjust the tax liability. Now what the department has clarified is that in case GST is paid by supplier on advances received for a future event which got cancelled and subsequently and for which invoice is issued before supply of service, the supplier is required to issue a credit note because the recipient may have taken what? The input tax credit. Therefore, they are saying that they will be required to issue credit note in terms of Rule 34 of the CGST Act. And you will have to declare the details of such credit note in the return for the month during which the credit note has been issued. And the tax liability shall be adjusted in the return subject to the conditions of Section 34 of the CGST Act. However, he won't be required to file a separate claim. However, in case where there is no output tax liability, there is no output liability against which a credit note can be adjusted. In that case, if there is no output liability where the credit note can be adjusted, then in that particular circumstance, a registered person may proceed to file the refund claim in separately in form GST RFD 01 and showing the same under excess payment of tax. Refund claim category is what? Excess payment of tax, if any. So that has been the first clarification which has been issued in relation to advances which have been received in respect of services, advances which have been received in respect of services, invoice has been issued in respect of the same, GST has been paid to the treasury of the government, and subsequently, before supply of such service, the service contract get cancelled, then they have to issue a credit note in relation to the same, and they will be adjusting the amount of the GST so paid against their output tax liability. And in case if there is no output tax liability, then the registered person, he will proceed to file a refund claim in form GST RFD 01. Then the second issue is what? an advance is received by a supplier of service contract. Here, advance is received by a supplier of service contract, which got cancelled subsequently. So a service supplier has received an advance for a contract which got cancelled subsequently. The supplier has issued a receipt voucher. He has issued a receipt voucher, and he has paid GST on such advance. He has paid GST on such advance received. Now, whether he can claim refund of tax paid on advance, or he is required to adjust his tax liability in his return. Whether he can claim refund of tax paid on advance, or he is required to adjust his tax liability in the returns. So in case, say, GST is paid by supplier of service on advance received for an event which got cancelled subsequently and for which no invoice has been issued, then in that particular circumstance, that supplier will be required to issue what? A refund voucher. We have provisions of what? The refund voucher. So you will be required to issue what? Refund voucher in terms of Rule 31(3)(e) read with Rule 51 of the CGST rules. Then subsequently the taxpayer can apply for what? The refund of GST paid on such advance by filing Form GST RFD 01 under category refund of excess payment of tax. So in case invoice has not been issued and in case a receipt voucher has been issued, then that service contract get cancelled, then the service supplier will be required to issue a refund voucher and will be refunding that amount and will be claiming the refund of the tax of the GST so paid on advances by filing Form GST RFD 01 under the category of refund of excess payment of tax. Then the next is goods which are supplied by a supplier under cover of a tax invoice. Goods which are supplied by a supplier under cover of tax invoice are returned by the recipient. He has supplied and the goods are returned by the recipient. Whether he can claim refund of the tax paid or is required to adjust his tax liability in the returns. So fundamentally, as a first point in case of advance, we have seen. Similarly, here also, same refund procedure will be applicable. In case where the goods are supplied by a supplier, they are returned by the recipient, and where tax invoice has been issued, the supplier will be required to issue what? A credit note in terms of Section 34 of the CGST Act. You will have to declare the details of such credit note in the return for the month during which the credit note has been issued. And the tax liability will be adjusted in accordance with the provisions of Section 34 of the CGST Act. And in that case, he is not required to file a separate refund claim. So they are similar to what we have seen where an advance has been received in respect of service and we have paid the GST and issued an invoice. Similarly, here also we will be required to issue a credit note. There also we were required to issue a credit note. Here also we will be required to issue a credit note, and that credit note will be declared in the month in which the same has been issued, and will be entitled to claim the refund in respect of that. We will be required to adjust the same against our output tax liability, and we have to no separate refund application is required to be filed. However, where there is no output tax liability against which credit note can be adjusted, then registered person may proceed to file a claim of under excess payment of tax. He will file a claim under excess payment of tax, if any, through Form GST RFD 01. So this clarification has been issued in this regard, and that has been issued on 13th of April 2020. This is because of COVID also. Certain service contracts got cancelled. Certain goods which were so supplied prior to the COVID, then they have been returned. In that case, this clarification has been issued. Difficulties were faced by the various traders. For them, this clarification has been issued. So this was about the refund clarification, which are relating to challenges which have been faced by registered persons in implementation of the provisions of the GST law.